I lost my husband 5 years now, so I lived in my house, big garden for 3 years after he passed. And I'm like, what am I doing here, lost in this big house? And I often drive from Keilor, I drive to High Point in the area, often looked in as I was passing and never took the step to come in and have a look. So one day driving past, I thought, just drive in. And I drove in through those gates and it was just this calming feeling. And I'm like, oh, this has got to be it. So I involved my children, I have a son and daughter, and they came in and they loved the place too. My daughter did say, I can just see you in here, Mum. So, it was off the plan, numbers and dates and all that all coincided. So this is where I moved, never look back. So the children will say, pick us, even if it's an old house, we'll drop it, we'll build a couple of units on it, you can have one, we'll rent the other. So I looked at that option and then I thought, at the end of the day, 2 units or 3, you don't know who your neighbours are. They rent them, young children, I just thought, no. I said, at the end of the day, I'm in the unit on my own and, the neighbours will come and go. So then I decided to look at other options and that brought me to Rivervue. You can do as much or as little as you want in Rivervue. If you're having an off day or you just want a quiet day, if you're tired, you don't open your front door. You open your front door and I take little Toby for a walk. I say, we'll just go for a quick walk. A half an hour walk rounds up like an hour and a half because people come out, they want to chat. And we're all here for similar reasons, for companionship. I think Rivervue just provides all that. Ticks all my boxes. I was made very welcome, and as the new neighbours moved in, they were all, if you need anything, any time of the day, give me a call. They'd even give numbers. But I've made friends with couples, I've made friends with single ladies, there's a lot of us around. Yeah, we're all doing, now that it's opening up a bit, I haven't got enough hours in the day to do everything that I want. I've got to pull back. I have 2 grandchildren and they love coming and staying. They have little sleepovers and we use the pool and we go to the park. And the great thing here is we've got so many options. We've got transport, we've got the parks. The parks are amazing all the way. You can walk up to High Point if you want, if you've got that energy to do that. Level grounds and the river's amazing. I overlook the river and I wouldn't change my unit for anything. I can actually see the river, the tides going in and out, people walking along on the, bike riding, families walking along, and you can hear them chattering. And even the residents, they walk around the back end of my unit and we walk down the wetlands. We meet up other people with dogs as well. We catch up with them as well, so Toby gets a bit of a play. But we're in an amazing spot with the rivers and the walking trails around here. I don't feel anxious at all. I've never walked after 6 or 7, even after dinner at dark at where I lived. But here at Rivervue, I can just, after dinner, put Toby on a lead and we'll just go off. And I don't feel worried about that at all. I feel very comfortable doing that. I've got a 3-bedroom unit because I've come from a big house. I had a 3-car garage. So to me, a 3-bedroom, even though I'm on my own, I've got my 2 grandchildren, so the 2 bedrooms, the spare bedrooms are set up for the children, and I have my bedroom, and it's so open and spacious, and the showers are large showers, lots of light coming through, and a double garage for me, so I'm very comfortable driving my car. And there's lots of space to put your wardrobes and all that up in the garages if you've got extra. It is open plan living, which is what I've always had. Use the pool. We have our different gatherings. We've got friendship groups that we meet in the community centre, and they do, tea and coffees on a casual basis. They have craft. They have line dancing that I do. They have the indoor bowls. With my outdoor friends that I have, or away from the village, I haven't got any time. I've got to make time for Toby to take him walking. So there's so much going on here. I've got my car, so I drive my car everywhere, but they have Rivervue has the courtesy bus that takes you to High Point or Moonee Ponds and spend a couple of hours there, and then it'll pick you up and return. You're close to everything. Walking distance, you can catch the tram or catch the bus. I think it's only one stop actually. It's not a long walk, so that goes into the city or different places into Melbourne. So you can use your car or don't use your car, as we did yesterday. It was great. I'd never done that. I always use my car, but now I'm like, well, if we've got the service and the facilities, why not use them? I find that the staff do a great job. They're there when you need them. It's only a phone call away. They're always very willing to help. You just have to go up to the community centre up at the desk, or you can pick up your phone from your unit. I do wish I moved in earlier. It just wasn't the right time for me, but when I did move in, I tell my family and my friends that this place just ticks all the boxes. I talk about Rivervue very highly to my friends and my family, and I've had a couple of friends move in, so I feel moving into Rivervue is the next stage in my life. A new beginning for me, to make new friends, to decide what I'm going to do the rest of my life without my husband. It's a fresh beginning for me, I feel, at Rivervue.